For over half a century, humanity's presence in space has been defined by low Earth orbit. We have learned to live and work in the neighborhood of our own planet, while the deep space reached by the Apollo missions remained a memory of the distant past. The Artemis program establishes a different objective. The crew chose the name Integrity, a title for the vessel that would serve as their only protection against the vacuum. Every success of the hardware leads to a single point of dependency. The navigation of deep space rests on the 4 people strapped inside, a human variable far less predictable than the rocket's millions of components. Those 4 individuals are Reid Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen. This was a test flight, a mission where the safety record began with them. They were the first to strap into this specific configuration of rocket and capsule, accepting the risk of the unknown for the data that would follow. Their journey would isolate them 250,000 miles from Earth, a distance that severs almost every physical connection to the rest of humanity. During her training, mission specialist Christina Koch began to look past the technical manuals. She asked what actually transforms a team of people into a crew, a group that is inescapably, beautifully, dutifully linked by more than just a shared workspace. Answering that question of human connection became as vital to the mission's success as validating the heat shield or the life support sensors. Once in orbit, the crew initiated the trans-lunar injection burn, a precise engine firing propelling Integrity toward the moon. Manually piloting the craft, they traveled 680,000 miles, reaching Mach 39 to loop around the lunar far side. Throughout the flight, every maneuver was a shared achievement with ground control teams across the United States and Canada, who monitored the spacecraft's health from a world away. The most significant technical hurdle was the life support system. For the first time, Orion's recycled air and water were tested not by machines, but by the actual lungs and heartbeats of 4 astronauts in deep space. In that environment, individualism disappears. Survival requires a state of total non-negotiable interdependence, where every person's life is entirely in the hands of the other 3. Outside the Integrity, the vacuum is freezing and indifferent. Inside, the crew had to deliberately create the emotional warmth necessary to sustain their performance. The physical strain was constant. The crew navigated the disorientation of space motion sickness while managing high-pressure system checkouts under the eyes of the entire world. Mission specialist Jeremy Hansen describes their strategy as the joy train. It was a commitment to finding and sharing joy, even in moments of extreme stress, ensuring the crew's morale never derailed under the pressure of the mission. A true crew is defined by specific behaviors: the willingness to sacrifice silently for one another, the discipline to hold each other accountable, and the grace to move forward after a mistake. The hallmark of a successful deep space mission is the active choice to extract meaning and connection from a hostile environment. After 10 days, the Integrity slammed back into the atmosphere and splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of San Diego. The transition was jarring. Within 24 hours of traveling Mach 39 in the total silence of the void, the 4 explorers were back in Texas, standing before cheering crowds and government officials. Despite the historic journey around the moon, the crew's most striking observation happened when looking back. Through window 1, they saw the entire globe from pole to pole, a bright, beautiful home suspended in the vastness. From that distance, Earth looked like a tiny lifeboat. The vast blackness surrounding it provided a new perspective on our planet's isolation and its incredible fragility. Leaving our world was the only way to truly understand how unified our existence is. Technical data from Artemis II provides the roadmap for future lunar bases and Mars missions, while the crew's experience provides a different kind of survival manual for life on our own planet. Jeremy Hansen observed that the astronauts are a mirror, reflecting the expertise, bravery, and love of the thousands of people who supported them from the ground. This total connection between the people in the capsule and the people on the ground defines a crew. They are a group linked by the same needs and a shared purpose, dependent on a single environment to stay alive. Looking back at our tiny home from the void, That pattern of dependence doesn't stop at the hull of the spacecraft. It extends to the entire lifeboat hanging in the blackness and leads to one conclusion. Planet Earth, you are a crew.